In the ancient days, when the Oyo Kingdom was at the height of its glory, a mighty hunter named Adigun roamed the forest in search of wild animals. He was fearless, known for his prowess with the bow and arrow, and no beast had ever escaped his shots. But Adigun was not only brave, he was also greedy, and it was his greed that led to the doom of the kingdom. One fateful evening, while hunting deep within the forbidden forest of Ayulupun, Adigun stumbled upon a hidden grove where an airy drum stood, guarded by shadows that whispered in a language unknown to man. The drum was carved from the trunk of a sacred iroko tree and stretched with the height of an animal unseen by mortal eyes. It had golden carvings and shimmered under the pale light of the moon. Adigun was surprised by its beauty, and he believed it was a treasure of great power, meant only for the gods. But his greed blinded him, and instead of fleeing, he stole the drum and carried it back to Oyo. As he made his way out of the forest, an old woman suddenly appeared before him. Her back was bent with age, and her eyes held the wisdom of centuries. She raised a trembling finger at Adigun and warned, "Turn back, foolish hunter. That drum does not belong to you. It is the sacred relic of the gods. It is forbidden to live among mortals. If you take it beyond the borders of this forest, you will call doom upon yourself and your people." But Adigun, drunk with greed, dismissed her words and hurried back to Oyo. The moment Adigun stepped into Oyo with a drum, strange things began to happen. The once thriving marketplace fell silent as birds no longer sang, and the rivers, once full of life, turned dark and bitter. That night, as the people of Oyo slept, a dreadful sound echoed through the kingdom, a deep, menacing beat that rumbled like the heartbeat of an angry deity. The ground trembled, and the air grew thick with the scent of decay. The next morning, the people woke to find their crops withered, their wells dried, and their livestock dead. Worse still, tragedy struck every household. Each family's firstborn child was found lifeless in their beds. Wailing filled the streets as the people mourned their losses. The grief was unbearable, and the whisper spread through the kingdom like wildfire. The drum was cursed. Desperate for answers, the elders consulted the oracle to uncover the source of the calamity. The oracle, with eyes clouded by ancient wisdom, fell into a deep trance and spoke in a voice not of his own. "A forbidden relic has been taken from the realm of the gods," he proclaimed. "A drum, sacred and powerful, now rests among men. As long as it remains in Oyo, death and ruin shall reign. Return it, or all shall perish. The elders, wise and learned in the way of the Spirit, gathered before the Alaafin, the great king of Oyo, and declared, "This is no ordinary drum. It belongs to the creatures of the deep forest, the guardians of the underworld. It was never meant to leave its sacred place. If it is not returned, Oyo will be doomed." But Adigun, blinded by pride, refused to heed their warning. He kept the drum, hidden in his hut, and in secret beat it every night, believing he could command its powers. Each time the drum was played, a new calamity befell Oyo. Pestilence, famine, and death spread like wildfire. The kingdom, once prosperous, now fell into despair, and the people wailed in sorrow. One night, as Adigun struck the drum again, the earth split open, and from the abyss rose the spirits of the forest, tall, shadowy figures with eyes like burning coals. They spoke in voices that shook the heavens. "You have defiled our sacred relic, and for this you shall suffer." Before Adigun could flee, the spirits seized him and dragged him into the abyss. His screams fading into the night. The Alaafin, realizing the horror of what had transpired, led his people in a desperate attempt to return the drum to its rightful place. The bravest warriors journeyed into the forest, carrying the drum back to the cursed grove, placing it where Adigun found it. As soon as the drum touched the earth, the winds roared and the shadows vanished. The forest sighed with relief, and the dark cloud over Oyo lifted. But though the kingdom slowly recovered, the name Adigun became a tale of warning passed down through generations. It is said that on certain nights, when the moon is high and the wind is still, a distant drumming can be heard from the depth of Ayulukun forest. The elder says it is the sound of Adigun's reckless soul forever beating the cursed drum, trapped between the worlds of the living and dead. The lesson of this story is that greed leads to destruction. Despite multiple warnings, Adigun chose to steal the sacred drum, bringing calamity upon himself and his people. This story teaches us that greed has devastating consequences. Thank you very much for watching my video. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more African stories. Thank you.